What's up, everybody? It's Legal Tender. I'm back in the building. I'm back in the vault. Pulled out some notes to make a new video. As always, I want to start off by thanking everybody for supporting the channel. Thank you for the love and thank you for the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are a fan of numismatics, if you're a fan of paper currency, if you're just getting into the hobby of numismatics, stay rocking with me, stay rocking with the channel. Every Tuesday is Legal Tender Tuesday, and I will be making a new episode every week speaking about something new, different, or interesting within the realm of numismatics. If you have any questions, comments, or input, put it down in the comment section. I read everything and I respond back as soon as possible. Now, throughout this video, if I say something that isn't 100% accurate or it's a little different from what you know, please let me know via the comments. I will go back, hit the books, and make sure that I have the right information moving forward. Now, before I get into it, I want to thank everybody that has rocked with me thus far and all the new people that are rocking with me. So with that being said, I want to welcome and acknowledge the newest members to the Legal Tender family. All right, so let's go on and shout out the following individuals: Planet Paradise, Just Blueberry and Billy Goats, Ryan Spack, and Kayla Lim. Thank you for the support and welcome to the family. And since you're rocking with me, I'm gonna rock with you, and I am now a subscriber to your channel. All right, with that being said, let's go. All right, so today's episode will be a completed set episode. And these are the notes that I pulled out. I pulled out 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, these notes are United States notes. And as always, you can tell the currency type up top. Now, United States notes are identified with a red treasury seal and red serial numbers. See right there. Up top. Boom, boom. United States note, red, red. And we have US note, red, red. Now, like I said, this is a completed set episode. And if you have all 4 denominations, you too will have a completed set of United States notes. Now, as I was saying, United States notes are identified with, as you see there, a red treasury seal. Zoom in a little bit. A red treasury seal and red serial numbers. Now, the thing that is unique about those 2 characteristics is, depending on how long you've been a numismatician, i.e. collecting currency, if you're brand new to it, you're pretty much used to seeing a green treasury seal. But like I just said, United States notes have red seals, like red identifying features. Now, United States notes, also known as legal tender notes, is a type of currency that was issued from the year 1862 until 1871, having been current for 109 years, making this form of currency the most, I don't know about printed, but definitely making it the most issued currency type in U.S. history. Now, United States notes were printed and issued in the following denominations: $1 bill, $2 bill, $5 note, and the highest denomination issued and printed, the $100 note. Now, often termed legal tender notes, they were named United States notes by the first Legal Tender Act, which authorized them as a form of fiat currency, which was signed by Abraham Lincoln and enacted into law on February 25th, 1862. Now, this here would be a small size note. But United States notes were also printed in large size notes as well. Now, the lowest denomination of United States notes is the $1 note. Now, this note has a series year, has an only series year of 1928. And let's see if I can get it. A series year of 1928. Now, this is the only series year for this denomination. But the thing that is interesting is that even though it has a series year of 1928, this note was not printed until 1933. And once it was printed, it was released into circulation in late 1948 only to Puerto Rico, a United States territory. I spoke about this in some previous episodes, and I still don't quite know or understand why it was such a late series year print and the purpose of the distribution or circulation. Speculation is that with Puerto Rico being a U.S. property, a U.S. territory, that they wanted to help bolster the economy of Puerto Rico by issuing United States notes. And there was 1,872,012 notes printed, released to Puerto Rico, and all those notes were printed from the Washington, D.C. facility. Now, something else about these notes is that they are of the funny back design on the reverse. So that is that. It doesn't have the traditional great seal or in God we trust on it. But that is that. Now, zoom out a little bit. Now, the next note is the $2 denomination. Now, the $2 note has an image of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse. Thomas Jefferson was the third president of the United States. And on the reverse, you have an image of Monticello. Now, this is important for a couple different reasons because based on this denomination and this series type, this currency type, the image on the reverse will change. But since we are speaking about United States notes, the image on the back is of Monticello. Now, I have a previous episode. A previous episode where I spoke about the $2 bill and the images on both currency types. Now, as we see, we got Monticello on the reverse of the United States note, but there is also a Federal Reserve note when this note was reissued and the image on the back changed. Now, something else about the $2 note is that it came with 3 print runs. It has a print run of, this is print run 1963, series year. This is series year 1963 with 3 different print runs. And it has a print run of 1928 A through G, 1953 A through C, and a 1963 A through, no, just 1963 A print run. And that is the $2 note. The next denomination is the $5 bill. It has an image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president, serving from 1861 until his assassination in 1865. Now, on the reverse, you have an image of the Lincoln Memorial, which is located at the western end of the National Mall in Washington, D.C. Now, the memorial was listed on the National Registry of Historic Places on October 15th, 1966. Now, this denomination has 3 series years and print runs as well. And this note is series year 1963. But the first print run was 1928 with a series year suffix letter A through F, 1953 A through C, and only 1963 as the last print run. Now, with each print run, there are small changes. Like you may have the treasury seal go from the left side to the right side. The obligation got smaller, things like that. So those small and subtle changes led to a different suffix year, i.e. print run. No, led to another suffix letter, i.e. print run. So that is the 5. And the last note is the $100 denomination. Now, the $100 bill is the largest denomination that was printed. Now, in 1966, the $100 bill, United States note, was issued to meet the legal requirements about the amount of notes in circulation. And I'll speak about that in a second. In 1971, the production of the U.S. note was halted, and they were officially discontinued in 1944. Now, the $100 denomination has a print run. It has 1 series year and 2 print runs, and this is series year 1966, and it has a print run of 1996 and 1966 and 1966A as a suffix letter. And those are the only 2 print runs of the $100 bill. Now, a fun fact, as we look at the treasury seal in the background. Now, the $100 note debuted the new treasury seal. Now, this isn't an image of the new treasury seal, but this is the old one. And it has Latin going around the border of all the what am I going for? Of the images, not the images, of the symbols within the treasury seal. Now, again, you see the Latin going around it. And if you could zoom in a little, I tried to find an image, but I couldn't find an image of the new red treasury seal. Let's see if I could do it this way. As you can see that the Latin got replaced with English. And it reads the Department of Treasury, and it has the year of creation, which is 1789. Now, the symbols on the new treasury seal and the old treasury seal are still the same, because you have the scales for justice, the chevron, the 13 stars for the original 13 colonies, and the key for trust. So that didn't change. The only thing that did change, like I said, is the lettering going around the border, going from Latin to English. And also the addition of the year of creation for the Department of Treasury. What else do we got to speak about? All right. So earlier I said that the $100 bill was created to meet an obligation or a decree, and it reads as follows. There was a legislation that stated that a certain dollar amount of U.S. currency that would be in circulation at any one given time. So the $100 bill was the quickest way to meet and adhere to that obligation. And that obligation is called the Act of May 3rd, 1878. Decreed that the amount of United States outstanding must be maintained at $346,681,016. This was met with the creation of the $100 bill. So, in layman's terms, there was a legislation that said that X amount of dollars has to be in circulation at one point in time. And prior to 1966, the only United States notes that were printed were the 1, the 2, and the 5. So it would have cost more money and taken longer to meet and maintain that obligation. So they created the $100 bill, and they were able, and the U.S. government was able to adhere to that decree that was issued into legislation. Now, that is a very, very particular and specific number. So the number is 346,681,016. Now, if you divide that by 100, you will have a sheet of 32 notes, and that number would be 3,466,810. So it'd be 3,466,810 sheets of $100 bills. And if you divide that, that would be I'll tell you, boy, newsmatics take you down so many different fields. Now you got to be a mathematician to make this kind of make sense. All right. So from that 346,681,016, divide that by 100, you get 3,466,810 sheets of 32 $100 notes, and that would equal to 108,337 sheets of $100 bills that needed to be printed to meet that obligation. I think I said that crazy, but man, long story less long. If you got these 4 notes, you will have yourself a completed set of United States notes. Woo! All right. Disregard them last little bit of fun facts, because those fun facts were crazy unless you are good with numbers. And if you are, please fix me up. All right. If you got a completed set of United States notes, put it down in the comments. If you don't have a set of completed United States notes, put that down in the comments as well. It's been a long time since I did a video because they are pre-recorded and I'm just making this one. It's been a while. I'm gonna get better. All right. Thank you for the love and thank you for the support. Planet Paradise, Just Blueberry and Billy Oates, Ryan Spack, and Kayla Lim. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all we got for this one. Until next time, keep it legal, keep it tender. Talk to you soon.